It is Wellness Wednesday, our chance to help you better understand mental health. This week, we're talking about a kind of therapy you've probably heard of, but don't know much about. It's EMDR. Mary Jo Horton's back. She's the manager of behavioral health at Memorial Health. Welcome back, Mary Jo.
Thank you.
All right, so EMDR stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. What is that?
So it's a type of therapy that helps particularly with trauma or negative thoughts and experiences, and it helps connect how that has been coded in our brains, and so how it's impacting our physical health as well as our emotions.
Yeah.
And so it helps us reprocess that so it's not haunting us.
Okay, so it sounds like, do you have to relive the trauma? Is that what we're talking
You
about?
don't. So
Yeah.
you're working with a trained therapist. Not all therapists are trained in this very specific modality. But as you are connecting images and memories, you're going back and connecting it to the body. And so it'll help to ease the symptoms associated with that.
Okay, so what we have on the screen right now is some of how this works.
Right.
So painful memories connect to functioning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So our painful memories, the way our brains code them, are then going to connect in images and sensations that are going to cause us anxiety. And when we peel away the onion, we realize that really that anxiety and depression and other symptoms are connected to the memory.
All right, and that gets us into, it helps connect memories with their impact on anxiety and depression.
Absolutely. Just like somatic therapy and CBT and some other interventions, it helps us figure out, why am I feeling this way? Why are certain things triggering to me? And as you work with that trained clinician, you'll help to connect the dots and relieve the symptoms.
Okay, and it said there on that graphic that we had up that it helps with physical functions. Is that right?
Yes, so you want to think about your chest pain,
Yeah.
that anxiety, nausea. We have so many physical symptoms from our mental health, and this really helps to connect those things. So you're going to physically feel better.
And understand why you're feeling better.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about, I know friends who swear by this, but how do you know if it's right for you? Because this isn't for everyone.
No. I have to remind people that, so this is very specific. This is a very specific modality. So we want to explore and we want to do research, but without being our own therapists. Right? So, I remind there's a person that I talk to regularly. Craig is always trying to research and do his own therapy.
Yeah.
You want to read into it. There's some great self-help directed books on this type of therapy, so that's a great place to start. What you really want to do is you want to have an interview with the therapist.
Okay, tell me about that, because what do you mean have an interview with the
When you
therapist?
go and you meet a therapist, it's not a sit down and I'm going to divulge all my stuff.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you and this person are going to work together in a way that's super helpful. Not every therapist and every patient or person is meant to be a team.
Okay.
You want to ask them, what kinds of therapies do you use? What does therapy with you look like? These are what I'm struggling with. Can you help me with these?
So that actually sounds like good advice for any time you're seeking a therapist, right? And
Yes.
it sounds common sense, but I've actually never thought to do that before, and I've seen therapists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an interview because all of us do different types of therapy, and it's not going to be right for everybody.
Okay, all right. So EMDR, it's not right for everybody, but it can help people with trauma. And let's talk just really quickly about some of the types of trauma we're talking about.
Right, so the types of trauma in which the experience left you fearful for your safety. So what's happened is your automatic nervous system and your survival systems have been initiated, and sometimes we get stuck. And that can be the source of anxiety, depression, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And so those types of trauma are best served by this modality.
Okay, very good. Mary Jo, thank you. I feel like I have some better understanding of what this is now, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, if you want to watch this full interview again or any of our Wellness Wednesday interview segments, you can just go to our website, wsav.com/wellnesswednesday. We'll see Mary Jo back here next week.